racing third, now fourth, as Country.Grammar slips along the inside to get a bit closer. Hypothetical at the outside, the lights of blue colours couldn't get to the lead. Real World, the all blue colours, were shaken up to hold the rail. Then comes Aero Trend, the black and white colours, with Remorse a further 2 lengths away. Sure Wizard and Magni Core are the last two as they now go towards the back straight, and Life is Good is in front by 1 length over Midnight Bourbon, who raced away in second. Country.Grammar is third. Hot Rod Charlie in fourth, just got shaken up for a few strides. Hypothetical makes him racy at the outside. Then comes Real World, the all blue colours, racing a good 7 to 8 lengths off the leader. Aero Trim, Magni Cores in the blue body and the white cap. Remorse in that group, and Sure Wizard has got it all to do. Life is Good got the softest lead you can imagine, an uncontested lead. Life is Good is in front by just over 1 length. Midnight Bourbon in the maroon colours is second. Couple of lengths away to Hypothetical. Some of these runners are badly off the bit. Country.Grammar's against the rail, now third. Hypothetical drops into fourth. Alarm bells are ringing for Hot Rod Charlie. Then comes Real World. Remorses in the gold suit. Couple of lengths away then to Sure Wizard. Magni Cores towards the end of the field, and they're about to spin for home. They go to the top of the straight. They've got just over 400 metres left to run, and Life is Good guides them into the home straight. Now gets asked a question, but he's kicked 2 lengths clear of Midnight Bourbon, who's second. Country.Grammar third. Hot Rod Charlie's towards the inside rail. Then comes Sure Wizard, 200 metres up. Life is Good is the leader. Country.Grammar second. Hot Rod Charlie continues to gain ground towards the inside. Life is Good with a target on his back. Country.Grammar getting the upper hand, draws alongside, and Country.Grammar with his dates with destiny in front of length and a half. Country.Grammar won the Dubai World Cup. Hot Rod Charlie ran second. Sure Wizard third. Life is Good didn't go in the 2,000 metres, ran fourth. Midnight Bourbon. Then came Remorse, Aero Trem, Hypothetical. They were ahead of Real World and Magni Core.
It's the biggest night of all in racing, and one of racing's greatest stars is in the headlines once again. Frankie Dettori has won the Dubai World Cup on Country.Grammar for American legend trainer Bob Baffert. He blows a kiss to the camera. He wins the Dubai World Cup for the 4th time in his career. A race of changing nature through the last half a mile. Life is Good. Looked to have them all on the stretch, but then things changed dramatically in the home straight.
Here's where something might have gone awry. We were all saying how easily Life is Good is going, 24, 48. If you have speed, don't take your speed away. That horse could go 44. He should have opened up, and then it would have been harder to reel him in. The fact that you stayed in touch and let Midnight Bourbon be right there and Country.Grammar be right there.
Here's Nick.
Thank you. Amir Zidane has been on quite some journey over the last 12 months. Here he is, the winning owner after the Dubai World Cup. You were there and then you weren't there with Medina Spirits. You went to Saudi, your home nation, and you just came up short. Today he's beaten Life is Good and some of the best horses in America. Tell me what's going through your mind now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Bob Baffert right there. That's what Bob Baffert's capable of doing. I want to thank my partners right here, Winstar, and I'm just overwhelmed. This is just what an amazing feeling. And I want to thank everybody, my family, they're here, everyone. I just can't believe it, and I'm just so overjoyed. It's been a rough year in that horse. And I'm just overwhelmed. And it's just really, really difficult time for us, but I'm just so happy, and I'm happy for my friend Bob.
Elliot Walden, you're wearing a Life is Good cap, but that is only because you can't wear 2 hats involved in Country.Grammar as well. And what extraordinary emotions must be going through your mind now? You've seen the eclipse of your great champion, but another come to the fore. Give me your read.
Well, that's racing at its best, and that's why we ran Country.Grammar as well. If Life is Good didn't show up quite like he could, then Country.Grammar was a great option, and we knew he'd get the mile and a quarter.
And do you see it as Life is Good just being too fast a horse for a mile and a quarter today?
We'll see. We'll go back and regroup. I mean, he ran his race. It's a long way to come. You know, the track was a little dead. They went 205. So we'll see. We'll regroup, and Life is Good is a heck of a horse, and Country.Grammar was his day.
Where do you think you'll go with Country.Grammar next?
I don't know. We'll regroup with Bob, and he's going to go to Winstar for a little bit and just regroup, and then we'll figure it out. But Bob did a heck of a job, as Almer said, and, you know, to have him off the bench in the Saudi Cup, come here and then improve on it, big race.
You are a much respected figure in United States horse racing. This result will no doubt divide opinion, as Bob Baffert has done over the last 12, 24 months. Give me your perspective on what you've just heard from Amir Zidane and on the situation as a whole.
Well, Bob Baffert's a heck of a horse trainer, and he showed it today.
Elliot Walton, thank you very much. Rishi?
Well, what about this guy? Last night, talking to him, he was saying, we're all playing for places behind Life is Good. And when he turned into the straight, I think that sentiment might have changed, because suddenly he had Life is Good in front of him, and I'm sure he could detect that Life is Good was paddling. We can hear from the man himself, Frankie Dettori.
Aside from Bob, I became friendly with Zidane this winter. He's a lovely man. And what can I say? A dream come true. You know, I spent many winters in Dubai, and a little bit emotional, I'll be honest with you, especially the last furlong was once the was going to win. I thought, oh my God, this is not true. You know, I'm winning the World Cup again at my age. Fantastic.
You didn't want to, I heard before, you didn't want to eyeball Life is Good because he's such a fast horse. Did it play out how you wanted it to?
He kind of lost me at the half mile. He got 3 or 4 lengths of me, and I thought, let's try to guard second or third here and forget about him. And then I saw him tiring in front, and from being third, we won.
Right. Last question, Frankie. Last question. Your 4th World Cup, your first here at Meydan. What are you going to go and show the folk that are waiting for you?
Maybe I lost practice on the flying dismount, but I'll do that for sure.
Thank you, well done.
Family are all here. Well, Frankie Dettori is here with his family in Dubai this week, and they are going to share in this moment with him. He is coming back to the winners' enclosure on Country.Grammar, his first ride for Bob Baffert in 30 years. And the crowd here at Meydan, the crowd in Dubai, love him like the day he rode his first Dubai World Cup winner. And boy, oh boy, we remember who that was on. Dubai Millennium, back in 2000.
Well, that's a Frankie Dettori. Of course, it is a double on the night for him after dead eating in the Dubai turf. The old boy's still got it. Country.Grammar, who run well in Saudi, coming back into the cheers of the crowd. It's another Dubai World Cup for Bob Baffert. Last one it was Arrogant, the 3-1 on favourite, of course. A different beast to Country.Grammar, Arrogant. He was some racehorse, but this was a pretty strong race, and Country.Grammar's got the job done. I thought Life is Good was really disappointing.
I have been around Jimmy Barnes a lot. I've been around Bob Baffert's team for a lot of grade ones. I don't think I've ever seen Jimmy as proud and as happy as he is right now.
What do you think that is? Is it the challenge that they face against the horse of Life is Good? Is it the magnitude of the occasion?
I think it's the magnitude of the occasion. Obviously, we know there's an embattlement going on with Bob Baffert right now, and to prove that, look, we're still the best in the world, and to be able to do it with Frankie and to be able to do it for Amr, I think is a very emotional and special time.
I guess we in the UK have appreciated Frankie Dettori for such a long time, but there was a documentary that went out about Frankie a while back, and in it he suffered a period of a lack of confidence, and his wife said to him, "You've always told me your whole life how good you are. Show me how good you are." And that was the moment that he went from being, there he is, kissing Country.Grammar. That's the moment he went from being the former jockey to Godolphin, a jockey who was on the wane with his contract that he had at the time. And then he suddenly rejoined forces with John Gosden, and he started showing everyone how good he really was.
Yeah, John Gosden played a big role in that. You know, he had faith in Frankie, took him into his yard, wanted him to ride for him, gave him confidence, and once that confidence comes back, Frankie is a confidence jockey. See, sometimes he's a bit down, he's a bit fed up, and he doesn't ride well. But when the blood's up and when he's pumping, he's still got it.
I tell you, there are a few sportsmen in this world that have been able to maintain their performance levels for such a long period of time. And Frankie Dettori is up there with all of them, considering the longevity of his career, Michelle.
He's just an absolute icon, is what he is. And I think we saw him a little earlier, maybe frustrated with the outcome of the dead heat, and this makes up for it.
Let's hear from some of the vanquished.
Well, I have no doubt if we know anything from this team, and that is Hot Rod Charlie's team, that though it wasn't a win, they are still probably very proud of their boy. With trainer Doug O'Neill, all of the owners, assistant trainer Leandro Moore. Doug, just give me your initial reaction to what he did today.
Well, hats off to Amir Zidane Racing. What a great run, and Team Baffert to get this horse ready the way they did. And no, we're super proud. And Leandro Moore, Tony, Tyler, all the guys have been here the whole time. And Bill and Patrick and everybody, Greg. So, you know, we want to win, of course, but we're super proud. And we went from mid-race where I think we were all like, uh-oh, it's just not Charlie's day. And then he re-engaged and got up second. So we just say it was a great night.
What do you think happened kind of towards the latter part of the race when it did look like he was going backwards?
These are one of the few times you wish horses could talk. You know, it's so great they can't. But, you know, I think, you know, maybe blinkers might have to go back on. He broke okay. And then once he got in behind horses, actually, Flavia said he took the kickback pretty well, but don't really know. I don't know. That was strange. But we're going to regroup, and we'll give him plenty of time now. We'll huddle up and figure out a game plan.
And I'm sure still celebrate because second is nothing to snuff at. Well done. Well done. We look forward to seeing wherever Hot Rod Charlie comes up next after that second place finish.